how do I lose weight and not end up back in the cycle of weight gain again? How do you get off that merry-go-round that you've been on so many times? In talking to literally thousands of patients over the years whose chief desire was to lose weight, maintain that weight loss indefinitely forever. I picked up a few tricks, a few tweaks that anybody can do, anybody can use to help themselves make it not just a quick fix, but a lifestyle, a lifetime of melting fat and building muscle tissue. So here's 10 simple, we can call them nutritional tweaks, because I don't like the word hacks, that anybody could implement, and when maintained, will make it so much easier, so much simpler for you to maintain fat loss over the long term with great efficiency, let's say. So number one, instead of grabbing a snack in the middle of the morning or in the middle of the afternoon, try grabbing some sparkling water, some bubbly, or warm up a cup of tea. Take that time, go through that ritual. Or you can check out Dandy Root Tea or Dandy Blend Herbal Blend. I know many people who find this very, very satisfying, and it kind of gives them that almost like they're drinking coffee feel without the coffee or the caffeine that we present in that coffee. So you could do it in the morning, the afternoon, in the evening. No calories there. Number two, if you're going to eat a dessert, plan that dessert ahead of time. Don't just show up and all of a sudden here goes desserts into your body. Don't do it on the fly. Plan for it. Make a point to premeditate your desserts, your sweet, your treat. And then when you do that premeditation, try to marry your dessert with a meal. And preferably, I would try to get it right after dinner. So, save it for yourself, save it for after dinner, then eat that dessert, because that will have much less effect on your blood sugar, much less effect on your insulin response if you consume your dessert with a meal. And then even more so if you get to spend the entire day looking forward to this dessert you're gonna have at nighttime. All right, number three, on the lines of dessert, make a point of eating actual real food, like especially homemade desserts. Like instead of getting Chips Ahoy cookies at the grocery store, make yourself some chocolate chip cookies, or get your wife, get your husband, get your mother, your sister, your brother, your friend to make you some chocolate chip cookies. It's like night and day getting food, especially desserts, from the store in these packaged, colorful packages that are going to last, years and years and years, versus you making yourself some cookies at home or whatever your dessert of choice is. For example, I had a patient not too long ago talking about eating ice cream. And what I recommended was that, instead of getting the ice cream he's currently getting, which is loaded down with corn syrup and vegetable oils and, just weird corn solids, why not just get an ice cream that contains real food? Like it has a bunch of heavy cream in it, that has milk, that has sugar, that has chocolate, real actual substance, as opposed to a bunch of fake stuff all stuck together to try to make ice cream. But that's a simple thing you could do. Just get to real food. The number one thing you can do when you're talking about weight loss forever is to start eating real food ingredients. All right, number four, if you have a powerful snacking habit, like you just snack. That's what I do. I live off snacks. I don't eat real meals. Guess what we're gonna do? Let's make a point of pushing that snack attack when you eat your snack at least to the afternoon. So in the morning, no snacking. We skip on snacking, we hold off on snacking, we wait until the afternoon, trying to make it so that each time you basically consolidate calories, you make it so I'm having calories at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, as opposed to if you have 4 snacks during the day, if you can somehow consolidate that snack into a meal, then you're decreasing the number of times that insulin is going to spike during the day, which means you're going to decrease the number of signals to store calories and store calories and energy into your fat tissue, which what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get rid of fat tissue. We're trying to use fat as a beautiful, sustainable energy source. And so if we are snacking all day long, it's making it really hard to get to fat because we've got these snacks that keep coming in that the body's using as energy. All right, number 5. If you eat any processed food that contains vegetable oils, we got to find a substitute. The canola oil, the soybean oil, the corn oil, the safflower, the sunflower oil, the grapeseed, those just aren't going to work. If you want sustainable fat loss, you can't be putting something into your body that induces massive cravings, that burns energy extremely inefficiently. We need to be looking at olive oils, coconut oils, avocado oils, ghee, lard, butter. Go that route. All right, number 6. And I'm clicking through these. You just got to grab a couple of them, start instituting them into your life, and it's going to change your body's capacity to burn fat. So number 6, if you tend to eat fruits and grains in the morning, what are we going to do? Let's try to swap those out, those fruits and grains, for meat and vegetables, eggs, beans, nuts, or seeds. You know, something with a little more macronutrient profile on the protein and the fat side of things, so that we're minimizing the upkick in blood sugar in the morning. This is going to help you for the rest of the day keep those cravings down. Because the thing is, if you have extra weight on you, if you have extra fat on you, your metabolic machinery is not working efficiently. It's not anywhere near where it needs to be. And so we need to take steps to help it along. And one of those steps can be to minimize that glucose load in your blood in the morning. And this basically keeps that storage signal low because in the morning, I talked about it before, but your cortisol is spiking. Cortisol is telling your liver, break glycogen into glucose. You already got glucose floating around. We don't need to add a bunch more, especially if you are trying to lose fat. Belly fat, hip fat, great idea. Skip the fruit, skip the carbohydrates, the grains in the morning, push them back to lunch or even to dinner. All right, number 7, after every single meal, breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, if you end up snacking after a snack, make a point of walking at least 200 steps. You can either count them all out, or you can create a routine for yourself, or get a little pedometer watch that counts your steps. But we need accountability these days, right? Accountability is a game changer, and this is another way of just like holding ourselves accountable. Get those 200 steps in. The 200 steps after meals has been shown to help with satiety, being basically a feeling of fullness and satisfaction from the meal, and it generally has been shown just to increase all parameters related to digestion, like your digestive secretions, the movement of the food through the stomach, through the 4 compartments into the small intestine is much more efficient, which just helps the whole digestive process and makes it so there's less gas, less bloating, less irritation, more satiation. All right, number 8. We're already to 8, people. Number 8 is try spiralizing your vegetables, your carrots, your potatoes, zucchini, squashes, these kind of things, and utilizing them in place of, say, your standard whole wheat pasta or even your gluten-free pastas. Use them. The nutritional value is going to be exceedingly more. The caloricness is going to be exceedingly less. This is like, instead of doing high calorie, low nutrition, now we're going to do crazy high nutrition, really low calorie. And that is living, folks. When we're talking about burning fat, getting rid of it, keeping it off our body forever, and making it easy, making it simple, making it just seem ultra efficient. This also can help a lot with decreasing blood sugar spikes around that meal, and is just way more filling because of the volume that's going to be there when you're eating spiralized zucchini, spiralized squashes, spiralized carrots, spiralized sweet potatoes or yams, and those kind of things. And number 9, just this one and one more, eat whole fruits and whole vegetables in place of dried fruits, dried vegetables, juiced fruits. If you eat the whole fruit, the whole vegetable, it is way more satisfying because you're getting so much water in those whole foods, and all the fibers and all that are present there, which creates satiation as well. Whereas if you juice it, there's nothing wrong with juicing generally, but if you have fat to lose, juicing is probably not the best idea. because you're way more likely to get a blood sugar spike and an insulin spike from that. And it's just not going to have a satisfying effect. One of the reasons we often juice, especially in different autoimmune diseases and cancers and stuff, is to get as much nourishment as possible to this person as efficiently as possible, because their digestive tract, is in great duress and they just don't have enough energy in their body. But for those of us who have a lot of energy still on us because we got fat or love handles and a belly, those kind of things, eating or drinking, I should say, drinking our vegetables, drinking our fruit is not the best option. It's not going to be as satisfying, and it's not going to turn that appetite off, which is often a problem when we have extra fat on our body. All right, number 10, here we go. Use honey, use maple syrup, use molasses, stevia, use actual real sweeteners, actual real authentic natural sweeteners. Stay so far away from the synthetic sweeteners, the aspartames, the sucraloses, the Splendas, the NutraSweets, and all their derivatives, the erythritols, especially if you're eating them. If you're xylitol, you're chewing it in chewing gum, fine, but or toothpaste. But if you're actually consuming them as a sweetener for foods, you got to stay away from them. Those are just a disaster. Those create dysbiosis in the stomach or digestive tract, which means you're getting an imbalance in your gut bacteria, and gut bacteria are paramount to have those in balance if we're going to lose weight, especially fat. Keep that fat off forever. You really want to be especially conscious too. If you're going getting your lattes, getting your mochas, frappuccinos in your coffee stand stuff, you got to watch it. There's a lot of corn syrup, a lot of extra stuff being put in those sugar-free, skinny drinks. There's nothing skinny about them, and there's nothing sugar-free about them as far as the effect they're having on your body. If anything, they're promoting more fat gain, more excess appetite, more cravings, and more trouble, more challenge, and you meeting the health goals, meeting the fat loss goals you desire, the body composition goals you desire. All right, so that was 10. Watch it again. Share with your friends, share with your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your aunts and uncles. Let's get some people crazy, crazy healthy, crazy lean, get all of our body compositions so that they are excelling. And then we can concern ourselves, worry much less about all the things going on in the world if we ourselves are living healthy, vital, invigorated lives, because our body composition is now just right. Dr. Matt, like, share, appreciate it.